Welcome to my podcast. Today I'll be talking about surprising players in fantasy football and surprising players in fantasy basketball. Surprising players in fantasy basketball. Point guard Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose is having a great bounce back year. He is averaging 19.2 points along with 4.8 assists on 46% shooting from the field. Shooting guard Zach Lavine. Zach Lavine is having a breakout year with the Chicago Bulls this year, along with 5.5 rebounds and 4 assists and 1.9 3-pointers made on 44% shooting from field this season. Small forward Luca Doncic. Luca Doncic is having an outstanding rookie year thus far. He is averaging 19.1 points along with 6.4 rebounds and 4.2 assists and 2.4 3-pointers made on 46% shooting from the field. Power forward Serge Ibaka. Serge Ibaka is having a bounce-back season. He is averaging 17.4 points and 8.4 rebounds along with 1.2 blocks on 58% shooting from the field. Center Cauley Stein. Cauley Stein is having a breakout season. He is averaging 16.5 points along with 8.1 rebounds and 1.6 3-pointers made on 57% shooting. Surprising players in fantasy football. Quarterback Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes is the highest scoring player in fantasy football this season. He has 263 fantasy points so far this season. Running back James Conner. James Conner is doing a great job filling in for Lavine Bell so far this season. He has 183 fantasy points so far this season. Running back James White. James White has been a great option in fantasy this season. He has 139.20 fantasy points so far this season. Wide receiver Robert Woods. Robert Woods recorded 113.80 fantasy points so far this season. He has been one of the top receivers in fantasy football so far this season. Wide receiver Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill has the most fantasy points among wide receivers so far this season. He has 151.20 fantasy points so far this season. Tight end George Kittle. George Kittle is the 4th highest scoring tight end in fantasy this season. He has 97.50 fantasy points so far this season. Defense, Chicago Bears defense. The Chicago Bears have the top ranked defense in fantasy so far this season. They have 111 fantasy points so far this season. In my next podcast, I'll be talking about disappointing players in fantasy basketball and disappointing players in fantasy football.